Hello, hello, hello. Let's do this. Welcome back, Entertainment Daily lovers. I hope our sound is good, but before the hold on, let's quickly check our sound and let's get right into this reactors battle. Okay. All right, so give me a second. Let me see what's going on. All right. All right, so I am way out of the time that was supposed to go live, but yeah, it is what it is. It's better late than never. So let's get to do this. Hold on, give me a second. Let's share. All right, so we're going to be talking about Dyna, ekuweme, and Vicky's corner. Hence, I said two reactors fighting. Okay. The war is something else on the streets. Okay, the streets of YouTube was kind of calm for a bit, and then basketball started flying up and down. And I'm like, say what? What's going on? Okay, so before we get sorry if I'm pausing, I'm trying to just share the stream to uh share to my community. Okay, all right. So I think that's done. That's done. All right. So, welcome back, Entertainment Daily lovers, and thank you also very much for joining. I know most of you are going to be watching the replay of this, but yes, let's give our 2 cents, and we are going to. But before we give our own 2 cents concerning this whole thing, we're first of all going to get right into the back and forth between the two reactors. Okay. Dyna Equeme and Vicky's Corner. And I just feel like these two reactors have so much in common. Content creators, reactors, name it. They have so much in common, okay? And I don't even know. Like it is something else, okay? So let's do this. We will pull up their post and we will get right into it. But before we do that, let's just touch down on some backstory. So before we do that, let's touch down on some backstories and then we are going to proceed. So for a while now, Dinah, would I say Dinah have been missing in action? Dinah have not been so active in terms of, putting her mouth in other people's businesses. She's just been creating her content doing her thing. And Vicky's Con has been doing her own reaction, doing her thing. And then all of a sudden, this clash. Okay, should I say the clash of the Titans? Okay, yes, release the Titan. All right. So, jokes apart, let's get serious right about now. So Vicky Connor did a video, or should I say series of videos, and these videos did not sit well with Dinah. And Dinah decided to give her own 2 cents. I am guessing after Dinah watched watch Vicky's Connor's videos. But before we get right into all of that, I would just go to Dinah Ekweme's um, community and pull up the post. Like I said, on this one, we will just first of all give you what these two reactors, the basketballs that is going back and forth, and then whatever we have to say, we will say toward the end of this. But if you are coming across this because you are a fan of either Vicky or fan of Dinah and you love our analysis, drop your comments below. Let us know what you think, your own take, okay, how you see this thing. And we will sure read your comments and respond. Let's keep this fun, okay? Like this life is hard enough and there's no time for plenty, negativity, quarreling and whatnot. So let's just talk and share our takes, in the comment section if you come across this, and feel free to subscribe if it is your thing. So we will first of all go to Dyna Ekweme's channel, and this is going to be a quick live stream, and then we will go to Vicky's Corners, then we will drop our own 2 cents. So be patient enough to watch all through to the end, because I noticed even from the last live stream, I read people that came in there talking about all this, trying to throw shade. Sometimes when you don't watch something in full, you really won't understand fully where people are coming from, but enough the point people are trying to make. So let's go. So Dyna Ekweme posted on her community. This shows 1 day ago, and it says like Dyna tagged. She just didn't post. She shared. She shared that Vicky's video. I guess the particular one that she wanted to talk about, the one she was referencing. She shared it and then wrote this. She said at Vicky's corner. So she tagged Vicky because when you sometimes when you tag people, you really want them to see that particular content. And mostly when you're sending a message to someone, it is only wise that you tag the person, you do a mention, so the person gets to know that they've been mentioned somewhere and they will go and see or read or view whatever the case may be. So Diana Kweme tagged Vicky and said, at Vicky's corner, you can learn a thing or two from. She now, she now tagged. What's that? She now tagged another. Sorry, YouTube and your notification. That was a YouTube notification. Anyways, can you all hear me? Can you hear me? What is going on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So I hope what's going on. It's almost like, please give me a second. Did this stuff obstruct what I was actually doing? Give me a second. Because I feel like there's no sound. Okay, okay, okay. So sound is good. All right. So Dyna Ekweme posted they shared Vicky's Corner's video and tagged Vicky's Corner. I guess because she wanted Vicky to get the message that she was trying to pass to Vicky. And we're going to read that, and then we will move over to Vicky's Corner's channel, and we will pull up the response of Vicky Corner, and we are going to share that also. Then toward the end, we can give our 2 cents and we move. Okay, it's going to be a quick live stream. We're not going to be on for too long because it's pretty late. I was supposed to do this 10 o'clock, but this is 12 midnight, past 12 midnight, almost 1 a.m. my time. Okay, so Dinah posted and tagged Vicky's Corner and said you can learn a thing or two from Nezeville or at Neze Peperempe. I guess that's what her channel's name is. And she also tagged Nezeville. And she continued, she said, bullying she said bullying creators, ridiculing them, downright defaming and assassination. Okay, assassinating their character is not a reaction. Assumptions and misinformation have put more people behind bars. Oh, mom. Let's take that again. Assumptions and misinformations have put more people behind bars than you know. Hello, sis. As in, I'm super, super, super late. Welcome, welcome, Oyoyo's World. Thank you very much for joining. I'm super, super late. Like, I was thinking that, oh my goodness, should I just reschedule this for tomorrow? I'm like, no, I have to do it today. I have to, even if it's past 12 midnight. I have to. So let me quickly pause here and say something. This line where Dinah said, assumption and misinformation have put more people behind bars than you know. I paused and I laughed because Dinah, this your words, it get us a B, but sure, I told you guys that whatever 2 cents we want to give, we will give towards the end. First off, we're going to get into what Dinah said, and then we go over to what Vicky said, and then our 2 cents will be toward the end. Okay, so and she continued and said, this space is dominated by women, and for years here on YouTube, people have been silenced and forced to defend meaningless talk made by you and your community. And she continued, she said, reaction is a full niche. However, no one can seem to pinpoint where you draw the line. A woman is at her lowest and all you a woman is at her lowest and all you all did was stomp. Okay, so right here she started by referring to Vicky, but at this point now she is including more than Vicky, so it means that it's not only Vicky's corner. So I guess there are other people she's also talking about, because she didn't say all you did, but she said all you all did was stomp and press her neck to the ground. Many young Nigerians, she said, many young Nigerians meaning to start a YouTube channel have been dissuaded by the toxic divide you all create, pitting women against each other and hurling insults on what they have been vulnerable on this space with. No one is asking you to stop reaction, but do it right. Do better. Not for yourself, but for your fellow woman. Okay. Oyoyo's was said Nigeria is boiling and Nigerian YouTubers are talking on meaningless things. That has always been the thing, okay? Nigerian people don't involve themselves in those type of topic. You use word that you are expecting them to discuss. Those type of conversations will never be had if like held by YouTubers. If you are really thinking that that's what's gonna happen, that ain't happening. And to some extent, would I even blame them? Will I even blame them? If even those content creators that people feel like, oh, this person is toxic, this person is putting on negativity, this person is talking trash, yada yada yada. Because of the way the world is, the same people that are complaining are the same people that will go and be watching those type of content and then complaining at the same time, when there are other content that they could consume and educate themselves, but they are so drawn to certain type of content. And because you're drawn to certain type of content, hence those type of content will keep coming up. So people know that if they discuss the problems of Nigeria, nobody will watch. Nobody will watch. Nobody will talk about it. So Oyoyo's world, forget it. They are not, when I mean they, I'm talking about the Nigerian YouTubers in general. It doesn't even matter what niche you are in. As far as you're a content creator, it doesn't, you don't even have to be just a YouTuber. As far as you're a content creator, be it Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, whatever the app is, as far as you are, some people, everybody's supposed to say one or two things concerning the happenings. But when you say one or, it doesn't matter, nobody is going to respond. So everybody is trying to go towards those content that will get people talking, saga, gossip, negativity, acting crazy, all those kind of stuffs are what people going to push and promote, because that is what social media themselves promote. Okay, so we'll finish reading um what is it called? What Dyna Equem said. So now let's go over to Vicky's Corners channel, Vicky, and let's go to her community also and pull up her response to Dyna. So community. Mhm, 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 mhm. Okay, so I think Vicky's Corner pulled down or re-edited what she had posted because I'm seeing something different, right? Or let me see, has she posted more things? Let's go down a bit. Okay, so I see 9 hours ago. Um, okay, let's see. Okay, so 9 hours ago, she posted and she said, Dinah, don't you ever share my channel. Never again. I know your bad intentions. Prudence and her husband do video. Why didn't you share them? Oh God, Vicky the para. Vicky said, Prudence and her husband did a video. Why didn't you share them that you claim to fight for? Why me? And on the video that Vicky shared on the thumbnail, you could see she said, Dinah, I know your evil intentions for my channel. Don't share me. Delete it. So right now, like I told you guys, what we just finished reading, Dinah shared a particular video of Vicky's Corner, and that's the one that she actually used to you know, talk about or address Vicky's corner. So I think that's the video that Vicky is actually talking about. So 2 hours ago, Vicky posted and said there is no peace for the wicked with a lot of laughing emojis, and that is that so far. But then Vicky's corner did a video responding to Dinah, and that video, Vicky poured out her mind, poured out her heart, like everything she wanted to say to Dinah, she said it on that video, giving instances, giving Dinah examples, talking about so many things that she pointed out in that video. So I guess that's the reason why she probably did not write so much in her community. And on that video, another thing that Vicky had said was the fact that it seemed like Dinah did not only speak to her, allegedly, because I didn't see that particular post, what I'm about to mention. So it seemed like Dinah also took this whole thing to Instagram. So I guess people that were on Instagram earlier would have seen what Dinah had posted. But according to Vicky, that Dinah doesn't know that there are people that will actually screenshot stuff and send to her, except those that she had told to please not send her stuff from certain people, for example. So she knew that Dinah is talking about her. And one thing that Vicky's corner was actually pointing at is the fact that she didn't like that Dinah said life is going to, you know, kind of deal with until life deals with Vicky. And Vicky felt like that was a bad prayer or that was a bad wish coming from Dinah to her. So she really poured out her heart, just as I believe that Dyna writing all those things was Dyna after watching Vicky's videos felt like enough is enough. I have to speak up. I have to uh, say this thing, and that is what she did. So, like I said from the beginning of this video, if you're watching the replay, leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think about this whole saga, and we will just keep the conversation going. Oh, I did not. Oh, seriously, I didn't drop link. Wait. Sorry, guest. Mm-hmm. Copy link. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I thought I had dropped link. No comments. Drop link. Okay, here we go. Okay, I've dropped the link. So looking at this whole thing, and I know that from my title, some persons might be saying, why did I say two reactors fighting, in on my title. I think I also included it on my thumbnail. Right now I can't see my thumbnail, so I don't remember. But Dyna is also a reactor. Okay, we have a guest add to stage. Hello.
Hey, host.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Host with the
How are
best
you doing?
personality.
Thank God it's Friday. I don't wait tire.
Hi. As in that my small madam no gree me. Oh. With the battle scene. You know how they be.
Honestly, I've waited. I even lost hope. I don't know how I got back to YouTube. I said, I saw you were live. I said, okay.
As
All
in,
right,
I
host.
almost when I checked it was past 12. I said, let me just go change the editing. I said, the time that you will use and be changing the time to tomorrow, you can actually use it to sit down for 20-30 minutes and just
Yeah,
do
and
this
just say
analysis and
something.
move on. Yeah,
Definitely. Definitely. Tomorrow is going to be a new day, new
exactly.
conversation.
And nobody knows what to expect. There's a whole lot of gist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm happy you're reviewing their two community posts and all of that. I
yeah.
don't know the lady in question. I'm not
Same
even
here.
subscribed to her. It is this controversy that is actually bringing her name to our
Yeah,
feed because we are all subscribed to the people reacting on them, or rather we are, yeah, it's subscription.
yeah.
So, my 2 cents about this, I said in the comment that Nigeria is
Mhm.
boiling, and
True.
all Nigerian YouTubers could say is to start talking about people's personal matter. But like you replied me that nobody will listen when you're talking the right things, is and all of that.
Yeah,
So the thing I will say is this: in as much as I dislike it when people come to beg, you understand?
yeah,
Because what we see is what we go by. That's the judgment, the first judgment you're going
yes.
to do. And I'm going to be giving examples. I've been on a live stream. Somebody left me a comment that I should please send her money, that she doesn't
Oh,
have food to eat on a
yeah,
live stream. And the first thing that could come to my mind, you're using data to
yeah.
come
To
to go
send that
on
message.
people's live stream to watch me. Why not use that money for your data to buy food and eat? That's the immediate response that came to my mind. But when you look at it critically, maybe somebody gave that person data. I don't know. Maybe that person has not truly eaten for the day. I don't know. And
Possible.
why people get skeptical, about situations like this is because Nigerians, they have so few Nigerians. Give me 1 second, Mel.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Lexi broke the
You're
water
welcome, the Bunny Girls. Welcome,
because
welcome. We're here doing analysis of
the water bottle.
reactor fights.
But you guys should clean it up. Sprayed me with it. Sorry, tell her no spraying. The weather is still cold. Sorry, okay, my daughter has just bumped into me. So
Uh,
I don't even know where I stopped. The last thing I said.
you were busy analyzing the Nigerian people not talking about important things and
Yeah.
okay, no, you were talking about the person that begged for
Okay.
yes,
So I
and you
wouldn't
were
know
wondering if
if
somebody gave them data or they used data to
yes.
come beg online.
So the reason why few people are very skeptical when it comes to all these people coming to beg online is because the bad Nigerians, I'm gonna use the word, the bad Nigerians, they've dent the country to the point that every Nigeria you see is a suspect. Every Nigeria you interact with, the first thing that might come to your mind, hey, maybe they want to do you while you.
Mm,
Maybe the person begging you is actually doing better than you. They want to take from you
yeah,
because the trust has been breached. And it's very difficult when you
okay.
breach the trust people have on a nation. It affects everything from head to down. Nobody is excluded. It
Yeah,
now takes your own personal character and behavior to take yourself from that generalization.
yes,
That is the thing. If anybody could doubt what I'm saying, let the person use Nigerian passport and fly to any part of the world, including Ethiopia, and see how they will be treated. The thing is no longer happening with the Western wars against Nigeria. African countries are now demanding visa for a Nigerian to visit their place. Ethiopia, if you don't have a visa, you cannot enter there. So
Mm.
that is the thing. That apprehension, that fear that they are lying, they have enough, they want to take from people. That's the first notion that will come to mind when somebody that dresses well, that looks good, wearing good clothes, wearing good hair, will come asking you that you need help. That will be the first thing that will come to your mind. You're looking like this and you're asking for help. But then again, I've been in a position here on YouTube. People got to me that please I should assist them. It
Yeah.
takes God for somebody to beg. When I mean a lot of God, it takes a lot of summoning the courage to bring yourself to the position of asking somebody for help. But like I said, the
We
impression.
used to. Oh, you're still talking about the olden days. This modern days now, people don't have shame.
Yeah, you can say
The
people
rate
don't have shame, but
at which
there's still
people are
some.
desperate, the
Yeah,
desperation.
there's still some people that might have shame. You're so right to say people
Yeah,
don't have shame. Remember when I did live stream, I was really angered by the behaviors I saw on Nigerian street. When I talked about the beggars, I made a live stream
yeah,
about it. They pulled some beggars off the street, got them apartment, getting them money to establish themselves. They went back to the street to keep begging. We saw
yeah,
how a young Nigerian disguised himself as a woman to obtain things from people. How the Osun State governor came to the ladies thinking they were trying to do just by a citizen, not knowing the person is trying to obtain by pretense. That's the
yeah,
thing I'm talking about. The bad Nigerians, they've spoiled the name of the country and it has rubbed off on all individual. So when someone is genuinely in need, you wouldn't know who
mm,
is genuinely in need. People go to rent people's children to go and beg alms. Is that
yes,
bad? So when the true people that need help, when they come, you can't be able to help them because you don't know who is saying the truth.
yeah,
Having said that, if I were in anybody's shoes that I'm reacting to Prudence situation,
yeah,
what I would have advised Prudence, if this is your case right now, why not open a GoFundMe account?
yeah,
Mel, you're following American trending celebrity gist.
yes,
There is a celebrity now that they are trying to foreclose on her $1 million house. They opened a GoFundMe account to raise money.
yeah.
There is a porn star, ex-porn star, that her life has emergency now. I think she's in a critical condition. They open a
Go for
GoFundMe
me.
account
Yeah,
to raise money. If those
yeah.
people that you're trying to save the house is like you don't have money, but you must continue to live
Continue
in
to
this
live in
instead
this
of you
instead
to
of you to
spend.
spend.
Okay, someone came in.
Yeah,
Yeah, instead
yeah,
of you to sell that house and downgrade so you can live according to your means, but you're asking people to contribute money for you. They are doing that. That is
yeah.
America. If Donald Trump could be asking you to donate $5 and $10, in fact, if I like, I'll forward you my text messages they're sending. Chip in
Wow.
$5, chip in $10. People ask for funds when they think they can get it. But where I have a problem with Prudence Zone, that she's coming on social media where she knows that people are going to mock her, make ridicule of her to ask for these funds. And nobody among the people reacting on it suggested, sis, I can understand. Go through GoFundMe and raise this.
And raise this.
Some
Can I say
wealthy.
something, please? Can I say
Yeah, go ahead.
something?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
Yeah.
don't think it's in the place of any reactor to suggest to anybody to come and do GoFundMe, because that's when they will say you and the person in question, two of them don't plan them. Yo, you know how the street runs. You know how the street runs. That's when they will say you and the person have spoken behind the scene. Now, I will say it to my full chest that when this, I was a first reactor. I don't even want to be calling myself that name anymore. I hate it at this point. But I was the first person
There's
that
nothing wrong with
saw
the word
that video.
reactor.
Eh, why you don't go down?
Maybe na network don't drop out.
Maybe the network don't drop out. Okay. So
Yeah.
I hope say she still dey lis ten sha. You get. So
Yeah.
I was the first person who came and I did the video that so somebody is asking for help. If you feel like helping this person, um, please go ahead and help her. Now there's been an history where Prudence has come in the past to ask for help. This is not the first time she's asking. And I'm
Oh.
thinking, okay, is that yes, this is not the first time now, Mel. This is not the second time, Seth. You get. So I'm thinking
Uh-huh.
maybe that is why a lot of people are taking it the other way around. You understand that why are you coming out to us? But because she mentioned that, and we know that there are lots of changes going on in the UK, and she
Yeah.
mentioned that the whatever they were going to use to change their visa, the fee increased. And imagine the amount they've paid for school and everything. If they can,
Yeah.
to me, oh, talking about it, if they can get the little help to complete the visa fee and they can remain in the UK. Now, if they
Yeah.
remain in the UK and the husband gets a job, and Prudence now comes out tomorrow and beg again, me, I will do video and say, until you don't get conscience. Because this is not the first time, this is not the second time, and this is not the third time. But if a reactor come out and say, "Oh, Prudence, why not open a GoFundMe?" They'll say, they don't plan together. Just like in the Kenya community, you know this drama that is going on with Marwa and the
Yeah.
GoFundMe case is still there.
Yeah.
Mara who opened GoFundMe, you know the matter at least a bit smell. The case
Yeah.
of the GoFundMe with Mara and the children that was going, it's still there. So someone even suggested, I did suggest, maybe nobody suggested, but someone else suggested to her in the comments, why not open a GoFundMe? And she said, even
Okay.
this one she just said, somebody suggested it to her actually. And she said it that, oh, even this one that she just said with her mouth, that she just said it with her mouth, they are already dragging her. If she opened a GoFundMe, the case will not end. Do you understand? And according to, well, for me in this issue, anybody can
Mm.
ask for help. Anybody can come outside and open their mouth and beg. If me, I have needs, Mel, but I can never come on this street. Never, because the case no go end. But since she had the guts, the tenacity, the strength to open her mouth and cry out, if anybody is willing to, is let them do. Do you understand? That's my
Mhm.
own stand. If you are, it's not anybody's money. Me that I came to talk about it on my channel, I did not go and give her any money because I don't have any money to give. But I shared it that okay, one person might see it and say, oh yeah, now I have one £10 somewhere. Let me support her. And she mentioned that according to what she said in the video that they had plans already, but the rules in the UK changed, and that was why they had to start looking for extra funds. She explained it. So Oyoyo,
You
please
see,
you can go ahead. I just wanted to put
yeah,
that out there.
Yeah.
okay.
Thank
Very
you
good. The
very
thing
much.
is this, thank you for what you said. I truly understand. But then again, we shouldn't live our lives based on what people will say. Okay, why do I say that? When we stop giving 2 cents about what people say, you find out that you have more peace than before when you were giving whatever they
Yeah.
like to say. Let them say is their opinion, is their thing. But where I have a problem is
Yeah.
when somebody start looking into your personal life and then using it as if it doesn't go well with me. It doesn't. I remember how my name came on YouTube streets, some simply because of I tried to correct somebody on the street. And if I may even recall, that was because the person made a video and was making reference to Baningo. I,
Yeah.
I met the person in another person's live stream, and when she was playing all goody goody, I said, no, you're
Yeah.
speaking different from what your channel is talking about. Your
True.
channel was suggested to be because of the name Banning, because I get notification from Banning. And also what you said about your fellow woman. It didn't go well with me. I spoke to the person and the person was dodging it. People, I said, no, this is it. So that is the area I don't like. If somebody decides to come and beg, but sincerely speaking, YouTube is not the right place to do your begging. if anybody is looking for funds, let it be from my mouth. They are hearing it. There is an avenue they call GoFundMe. This lady lives in the UK, so she doesn't even need a middleman to register for her, because if it was a Nigerian story, so maybe they need somebody overseas. She doesn't need a middleman. It's to GoFundMe, well-meaning people that love family, that love people that go to school, education, children will chip in. It mustn't be Nigerian community. That's where I'm saying it mustn't be Nigerian community. And sincerely speaking, when 1,000 persons decided to give this girl 50 pounds, she would have been making close to what she was requesting for on GoFundMe. There is strength in number, and that's where I'm
Mm.
coming from. This one, they are dragging her up and down on YouTube. It doesn't seem right. In all honesty, it does not seem at when however you look
But
at it, it
what
is
if
not
she's
right.
she's more popular on YouTube? That's why she decided to use YouTube, thinking that her fans, maybe not necessarily looking for the public's help, like in terms of any YouTuber or any viewer on YouTube, but probably she wanted to put it out as a video so her viewers, for example, she's one of those people. I don't know her, so I don't even know how many sub counts she has. If she's one of those people that have, let's say, 100,000, 50,000, or even more, she's hoping that from those 50,000, at least 20 persons, 30 persons will be able to say, oh, okay, send us your PayPal info. Let us push something for you. Maybe that's
Ma'am,
the reason
May you
why
heard
she,
Beningo say, I think
yeah,
Beningo watches her, so she knows more about her than both of us. Beningo
yeah,
said this is not the first time she was asking, it's not the
It's
second
not the
time.
second time. Let me chip in, Oyoyo. During the lockdown, she was in Dubai. So with her husband was
yeah,
also there. As soon as her husband came into Dubai, I know all this based on what they put on YouTube. I don't know her personally. And as someone that
yeah,
talks about people, before I even started talking, I used to watch her. So based on the fact that she was in Dubai, I used to watch her vlog when she was in Dubai. Then during the lockdown, I think Dubai now made people that were there, everybody leave. I mean, they had to leave Dubai because of the lockdown and whatever. So she and her husband, they had to come down. And at that period when the lockdown came, her husband had just come into Dubai and they had spent a lot for him to come into Dubai. Then she was a posh girl doing her make. She's a makeup artist now. So and she was doing her makeup in Dubai, working and all, just minding her business and doing her thing. So
yeah,
when they came to Nigeria, I think that lockdown period, things were tough. And she already had one child, her first son. So I think they started going through financial crisis, coming into Nigeria, lockdown, no work, nothing, nothing. And they had to go to Warri, the Delta part, that she's a Delta girl. Her husband is also Delta. So they had to go
okay,
there. So yeah, she's a Delta girl, Robo. So that was when I think she now took in, and I think she has been trying to get pregnant or whatever, whatever, whatever. She took in and she was going through financial strain. And that was when she now came out on YouTube and talked about it. That this is where I am right now. Explain I'm pregnant, blah blah blah. Those videos that should be on YouTube.
okay.
Unfortunately for her, people supported the way they wanted. They got a new place. Unfortunately, that pregnancy, she lost the baby.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So this lady has been through a lot on this street. She lost the baby. They were able to now, they went to church. They did. I'm not going into all those ones, whatever. Lost the baby. So even this UK trip that they went for, we did not hear anything on the street of YouTube until they were in UK. We did. She was just
Okay.
uploading content regularly. She didn't mention. She didn't come on YouTube to ask anybody. She didn't say nothing. So when they finally got to UK, she was even pregnant. She hid
Yeah.
her second pregnancy. She was heavily pregnant with her second child when she got into the UK. She's someone I watch because she's someone I watch her from time to time, and because of the
Yeah.
kind of niche I do also anyway. And
Yeah,
she's
you
someone
have
I
to
just
look
normally
person.
enjoy watching her content. It's not everybody that you enjoy watching, you get. So I just because the way they do their content, they banter here and there, like it's a bit relatable. So I watch.
Yeah.
So they got to the UK. They didn't announce anything. They didn't call anybody. They didn't say they needed help. They didn't say anything. They just got to the UK. When they got to the UK, that was when she now started dropping videos and explaining their situation on how they got there. and whatnot, sharing their struggles in the UK and whatnot and whatnot. She had a baby in the UK because she was heavily pregnant when they got to the UK anyway, so she
Oh,
had a child and life was going. So from time to
okay.
time, she says things on her channel for our audience who wants to help. You understand? She might just say, "Oh, this is where we are right now. This is what we are doing. This is what we are trying to achieve. Oh, this, that. They were able to they according to they took loans to go to the UK.
Yeah.
So while she was working, her husband was working also. Later the husband lost, I don't know, maybe lost the job or something happened. He wasn't working anymore. And the husband
Yeah.
is a student in the UK. She is the
Oh,
dependent who can work full time, while the man was a student that can work just 20 hours. So the man was working, life was going good for them. They were managing themselves, whatever.
sure.
So until they got to this stage where they are right now. So that's just the background that you might not know. That's why I just went back so you understand their
Yeah.
history. So when me I'm speaking or I come and talk about it, that if you want to help, I'm just looking at it that
Mm.
this person has gone through so much on the street of this YouTube that you can relate to their story. They've gone through so much. If people want to help them, let them go and help them because you just don't know. Even if we are saying YouTube is not the place to ask for help, there are lots of people who have received help from this YouTube oyoyo. Lots of people
So
have
true.
received help from YouTube. There are some people that have organized live streams that people should come and help people. Even me that I'm
Yeah.
here. I did not come outside to ask for help. I just mentioned in my channel that, oh, these are the things I want to get. And somebody decided to talk about it and people decided to donate to me. I did not ask for it. I just said it on my channel that, oh, as a new YouTuber, maybe 2019, 20, let's say 2019, 2020, I just said it and people chose to. So for me, I don't think she did anything wrong coming to our channel to ask that. She didn't ask for help. She just said, "Oh, this is what I want to get. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do."
What happened? Okay. Hello? Is it network? Because I can't hear anymore. Hello? I don't know. Maybe Vaniga's network is down.
Am I talking to myself?
Ah, now we can hear you.
You see, my network on Nigeria day. You get so when she was going to talk about the people to help her, she didn't just say, "Oh, come and help me. Oh, look at what I'm going through." She narrated what they were going through and what led to the circumstance. And she said, "If God is putting it in your heart, then she puts PayPal. She get.
Yeah.
They've raised funds for people on this street, so I don't see any reason why this should be a thing of mockery. But for me, I'm saying if she gets this help that she needs now, and they are
Yeah.
now she's working, her hobby is working, she now comes on YouTube and say, "Come and help me again." Then I will
Again.
understand that this will not come up for be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will not come up for be careful. So I went through that backstory so you understand the pain, the struggle, and whatever that she has had to go through,
Yeah.
and what's not. I don't know, you don't go down. Maybe not network.
Maybe now
Maybe
cool.
that
The way she take
the way
drop,
she
maybe
take
now
drop,
cool might drop her.
okay. So the matter
Yeah.
be that, my sister. The backstory of the matter. But you feel say she did wrong to come outside come ask.
No, I know to say
No,
she
I know
did
to say
wrong.
she did.
And first off, I feel say this thing where she do, she was not really coming out to ask the general public first off. Okay, if somebody that is not in her circle, and when I mean her circle, I'm talking about like your subscribers and all of that.
And all of that.
So she
So
wanted
she
people
wanted
from her
people
circle,
in
her
her
subscribers,
circle
to
to
donate. That's what I think. But then people now saw it and now started talking about it. But at the end of the day, where you're comfortable in, that's where you will start from. That's how I see it. So I think she's more comfortable on YouTube. Maybe I don't know if she's on Facebook or other apps, but maybe she's more comfortable on YouTube. That's the reason why she actually came out on YouTube. And do I think it's wrong from what you have explained? Well, she's not wrong. And like Oyoyo said, she should have used GoFundMe. Maybe she doesn't know how to use GoFundMe. That's another thing. A lot of people hear about GoFundMe. Not
No,
everybody knows
see,
how to use
somebody
GoFundMe.
suggested it, but she
And
said
maybe
they were
she's
going to
feeling
drag
like,
her.
well, I don't know about GoFundMe, so let me stick to the one I know. That if maybe I've not, if okay, you mentioned that she has done it twice already, but let's just assume that she has not done it before. She has seen other YouTubers, just as you mentioned, that there are other people that have done this, people that even do live stream on behalf of other people and asking for help, and those people really did get help. And from some people's testimony in their videos, you will hear somebody saying, oh, we talked about so person's problem, and somebody sent this, sent that. So it has worked for people, and I think that's one thing that pushed her to go for this. But on the other hand too, I would say nobody should feel that sorry for her, because I feel like as a content creator, you know that there are certain things you will do on the streets of YouTube or any of these social media app, people will come for you. It doesn't matter how good it is. Take, for example, this Pastor Jerry. That's a man of God that just did what a crusade in Ghana. And imagine how that Ghana pastor came out and started talking, oh, this one and that one. One would think that as a man of God, also, you will be the last person to criticize your own people because they turned up to go serve God. So if even things that concerns God, people will criticize, how much more we as ordinary people, whatever we do, people will criticize. So I feel like this lady would have already sat down, thought about this whole thing, and she would have prepared herself for the negative and positive and whatever comes along, and she is willing to deal with it. And if you ask me, someone that is facing something as serious as what the Banigos just explained to us here right now, that person is the last person that cares about what anybody wants to say about them on social media, because the goal, the most important thing right now for her is to raise that money and for her to be able to secure her visa or whatever they are about to secure. And I think that's the most important thing for her right now. And she doesn't really care if anybody is going to make caricature of her, if people are going to mock her, if people are going to say, oh, are you all the time begging, begging, begging? You don't beg first time, second time, now you they beg again. You understand? Or people are going to say, if you knew it's going to be this Becky Becky, why didn't you just stay back in Nigeria instead of going? I think she is already prepared. And this also goes to everybody. If you've decided to put your life out there, it doesn't matter how professional the content you think you're creating looks, okay, or how professional you're presenting it. There will always be someone that will not just like you. Maybe even before you open your mouth, immediately they see you, they just don't like you. Or immediately you open your mouth to speak, they don't like you, not because you've said or done anything. So I think she would have prepared herself already for this. And sometimes negative stuff will also bring out positive results, in the sense that the more people are talking about it now, people are fighting about it, people are dissecting the story is now getting even bigger, that other people are now fighting on behalf of her, and that is even pushing the word out there. Now somebody might just say, ah, because this person is talking and making mockery or doing caricature of this person, I'm just going to, put this in the person's PayPal account, or out of those type of things that they call vex money, just because you feel like, why are you people looking at this thing this way while you're supposed to look at it from this other angle? And she might end up getting what she's supposed to get. So everything might end up working for her favor. That's just what I think. But asking for help, if you are bold enough, well, it is what it is. Because I know not many people are bold enough to say, I have this issue. Let me come out on social media. They can actually ask one on one, friends, neighbors, whatnot, but to come out on social media to ask for help, you must have prepared yourself. You must have thought about it. And it is what it is. That's
Yeah.
just what my response to that question.
Sorry, Mel, I dropped off. When you have electricity, you don't remember to charge your phone. So my phone
Oh,
died.
oh, I thought it was even a call that knocked you off.
No, he died completely. I had to start
Oyoyo,
looking for my.
Oyoyo, that's a shade to us in Nigeria. You just threw a shade to us in Nigeria.
Sorry, sweetheart. Sorry.
After that, they see.
Sorry. Oh.
Abba
Okay,
get
Mel,
light. Oh.
Mel, let's get
Abba
back
get
to
light. You know, for the drink they freeze.
hmm. Abba get like, but somebody else saying that Abba no get like. I said the person never take the side of Abba where he live.
I
Make
dey
they
tell
give
you,
us.
the person don come talk say Aba no light oh. The lady, I saw her shouting on social media.
Uh, Maybe she did
Really?
neighboring town with Abba. She they claim to be Abba. Abba is the city, is the town, is the city. If you leave the next village after Abba, you not get light, no matter how close you are to Abba. So the lady should go and investigate herself. Anyways,
Wahala.
female, see what
Yeah.
the whole thing I'm saying about this lady's coming to
Situation.
YouTube to beg. You said it right. When you put your life out there, you get it.
Yeah.
Um, you should not expect people to sieve what they are going to throw at you. That is not the world we live in. Once you put your life in the public place, do not expect anybody to show mercy, because there is this power you have on your fingers and you have a smartphone. You are
Yeah.
the Lord mighty and everything. Nobody's seeing you, nobody's physically going to throw, fist at you, nobody's doing you anything. It's just between you and your keyboard. And again, Nigeria as a country is going through a very bad time. Then for most people that might be reacting in the comment section, they will say, look at the people where Jackman. Now we send you to Jackman. Now we ask you to go Jackman. They don't understand what people in the UK are going through. They don't understand half of it. People in the UK, they don't understand it at all. If you have a friend that recently migrated to UK, if they tell you the kind of hardship they are going through, especially when you migrate with this kind of student thing, that you don't get immediate job,
Yeah.
all the money you came from Nigeria will just go wow. And if there is no way
Absolutely.
income is coming, that is austerity measure for you. So people from Nigeria might be seeing it ahead. You don't jack, but you don't leave us behind. Now you want us to give you money where we never see money buy Gary chop. That is the
Yeah.
way they are looking at it. And that's the reason why I said coming out to YouTube, maybe she has good number of followers, but coming out to YouTube is not the right place to come and solicit for funds of that nature. Funds of that magnitude. We are looking at over 7 or 8 million naira. That's what she's asking for. About £4,000, if I'm not mistaken, that they
Yeah.
need to do the process they're looking for. The people that the majority of your watchers are from Nigeria. They never see 1,000 buy a pure water. I think pure water is going for 600 naira now in Nigeria.
Hmm.
So for you to understand, if somebody is coming with bad belly, you can understand that angle. So if Prudent really know what to do, she should move this thing completely. Go to GoFundMe, and then another place to she can do this. By now, she must have had a community of commenters, people that genuinely love her, that she can reach out to privately to see if they can help her raise funds. You understand? She can reach out to those people privately to see, even if it's £500 they donated for her, is a lot of money. Any money they are giving you on YouTube is taking 45% out of it. So what do you stand to gain? That is a wrong
But
place.
Banigo said that she talked about the issues and she dropped her PayPal. So I think she's
PayPal
looking forward
account.
to, yeah, people that would give on PayPal. So maybe
But
she, maybe
I saw
the
people
shade will be
donating
better.
money on her comment section. Those money they are donating, because not everybody get time for PayPal.
Yes, Oyoyo, but in the video she actually now, if not for the matter started, elongating and going forward, I don't think she would have come and make this video she made today, trying to address, people that talked about it. Let me put it that way, okay, that talked about her. Because in the video she did initially, as I said before, she said it that if you are, she's working, no, not like she's jobless in the UK. It's just her husband that is not working, okay, that is not working for now. And according to her husband cannot work, even if he gets a job. When they ask him how long does he have on his visa to stay in the country, if there's when they see that he has just a small amount of time to stay, those people don't want to give the man a job because they feel like it might not be there. So that was
Yeah.
why she was like, do you understand? When they see the visa, that when they ask him, okay, so how long do you have to stay? If he tells them, okay, what is remaining on the visa is 4 months, they don't want to give him her husband a job because her husband is done with school now. He's trying to get a full-time job and all that. But because
Yeah.
of the kind of visa that they are still on, she is working, she has a job that is paying her, but her job is not offering sponsorship. But she has a job that is paying her at least that they are surviving and whatnot. But her job
Yeah.
is not offering sponsorship and whatnot. So that's why she's like, okay, now the money she's looking for is to do visa for herself, her husband, and her son. And then somebody was even saying it then, that's okay, but your child, you gave birth
Okay.
to your child in the UK. You gave
So
birth to
that's
your
what she
child
was explaining in her recent
in the
video.
recent video she made now, that one is addressing. This video that she explained all these things that I'm telling you, it was maybe the first video she made about the issue. Okay,
Mm,
this one that she made
Okay.
today now that Oyoyo is saying they gifted her there, it was maybe out of empathy
mm.
of the way she was speaking, and people just felt like, oh, they wanted to just gift her there. You understand?
See, this
Maybe
UK, this UK is strong, go.
it's strong, oh,
This UK, make
strong.
anybody don't go UK. Oh, I don't they talk am.
Yeah.
UK is difficult. If this guy were to be in America, we have a lot of Nigerians here that have businesses. Okay, especially these care homes. So working for 4 months, you can actually raise this money they are looking for. If the guy should work for 3 months, I don't know where this noise is coming. So UK is really, really tough. If that guy were to be in the US, he would still have gotten a job, even if he's
Yeah, I
nursing
think I
home
can
job,
hear it too, but
care,
I,
yeah, even if he's nursing home job, caregiver's job, you understand, and he can make that 4,000 in 2 months with the minimum wage in 2 months. He can make that money in the US as a caregiver. He can even some people will make it in 1 month. They would rather do double shift and make it in 1 month. Okay, but I don't even know how they are processed in UK. I don't know if Nigerians have homes like a lot of Nigerians in the US. They have this kind of care homes everywhere. I don't know if they have because those are the people he would have been looking out for Nigerian establishment to employ him because they will understand his situation more than any other employer if they have those kind of things. And then again, when you look at it again, you find out like there's some justification in some of the things people said. Diana could have shared Prudence video back to back. When I mean back to back, after today, the next day, she would have generated a little money from it. By the 21st of this month, she would get paid by
yeah.
turnover and number of views. Okay, that's another way to help her get money. Okay, but I'm still saying it and I still
Yeah.
maintain it. If you're soliciting for funds
Yeah,
of
on
this
YouTube.
magnitude, not YouTube, Nigerian YouTube is so toxic for anyone to bring her personal matter and family matters to YouTube. It is very toxic. Sometimes, if I watch some of the videos, I will like, hi, this is the reason why people will stop doing their authentic vlogs. This is the reason why people will not show us the streets of Nigeria. Because if they show the bad part, people will come after them. Look at this one, where you see this, where this person is living. Those are not, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, Precious, Princess is like you want to say something.
Where you are, this reaction. If I say this niche, if not that, you know, growing in another niche is not easy. If I say I'm not tired of this niche, I'm lying. There is no way you want to do this niche now. Except people like Mel, maybe say they don't escape and they escape well. They start out well and they disassociate themselves well. They try. I remember when I was doing vlog, JJJ Mel, you remember all these things now. Where I carry my crayfish leg enter this niche. This niche now it has when we started this niche then was not like this. When me, at least I will speak for my own self. When I used to come and talk, it was not like this. I could still do this niche, and I was doing this niche, and I was posting vlog. The highest they called me that time, at least when they wanted to mock me, was a jobless housewife. That was the highest.
Yeah.
But now, the kind of insult I'm getting, even when I trek with my family that I'm going out on a Sunday, and they will call me Legady's Benz. Banigo treks for a living. So I can relate when you say that people cannot show, you know,
The
their
authentic self anymore.
authentic. Yes, I understand.
People
I may
can't.
God help us, because me, I'm not exempting myself. Oh, I did part of people who do reaction, so I'm not exempting myself. I will not come here and act all
Banigo,
righteous.
and that bothers you. That
And
it
then
bothers you
Badigo,
that they
what I
call you Legady's Benz, Banigo.
No, bother.
I
No,
want
I'm
to
just
ask you.
saying. No, I'm just saying. I'm not bothered. I'm just
no,
saying that people will not. You not consign. What consign me? Not today
yeah.
and today back. Me, I be worrying now, normal. But I'm just saying that certain people that cannot take it, that don't have the heart for it, when they see how what is going on the streets, you understand? When they see it now, we have. I don't know. Me, I don't want to talk. It look as if Banigo is going for other people, because the things that me have gotten thrown for on this
Yeah.
street, I know it.
Yeah.
And it is not that I have digged into people's life. Like, I'm not, I don't, I used to say it's my own is not to advise. I see, I talk, hey, come and see, oh, and I go my way.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? What do you think? Do you think, you don't think I go? I don't have power to advise anybody, because I don't think it's in my place to advise you.
Yeah.
It's not in my place for me. Oh, I don't have any other person. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not in my place to advise anybody. My own is I see. Oh, I saw this. Okay, what do you guys think? Or what do you think? What do you think? And I can say that maybe over time, maybe I've done one or two things that people don't agree with. I learn. I learn from it, and I find a way to make it better.
And that's
I
what
find
makes
a way.
everybody human. Ability to take responsibility and then make good out of that responsibility. You know, Banigo, what I would advise you,
True.
you keep doing Oyibo reaction. You have to be consistent.
Yes, yeah, I know. My fear is my fear. The reason why I've not taken the bull by the horn is just when I check what I spend on data monthly. I
Yeah, that
spend at least over almost 40,000 plus in a month to watch people, to do that, to do that. So when I check what I spend and I decide to stick on that Oyibo in a month, if I want to do it for like 3 months, it might affect me a bit. So when I think about it, I just fall back again to this cro matter them.
honestly.
My my friend that is advising me that Bani, leave this. She has spoken. She don't talk tire. She said, leave this niche. I leave this niche. Do you know what I make? She's making. I'm not going to open my mouth and talk here, but what did I get a make? Eh? For on top reacting, bringing content out of from other places to YouTube on Oyibo Matter and reacting. What that girl is
Mhm.
making?
Yeah. See
It's not.
UK family. UK family. Happy International Women's Day.
Fear Women's Day. The Women's Day is not women in on YouTube. Oh. Not women in on YouTube.
Ah, you know,
The Women's
I
Oh,
Day is
really
both.
UK
I
family.
really feel I really feel so sad because this thing is no longer
This is
reaction,
how
it's now
women
gossip.
celebrate now.
To me, it's
This one,
gossip.
oh no, no, this one is not even gossip. Do you get this
Wait
one
till you
is.
go call them
Oh
Baningo.
yeah, yeah, this one. Oh yo, if you talk now, go be like say you say you dey do am, you dey downgrade, you dey downgrade, you dey. So, but this one you
No,
don't pass gossip.
no,
We don't we
see,
don't ca- we don't carry a metal another thing. Me, I dey watch Oyibo. Yo, there's nothing even wrong with reaction. If you watch
nothing.
people like Rich Locks, there are some Oyibo people that are reacting on YouTube are steady. See this what is their name? Jacksons of Atlanta. They are giving them woto. Like now they are out with a new story that they are going through divorce. There's one lady I know that the only reaction she does is on those couple. But I keep saying that when the Oyibo want to react, because of English finesse, when they are speaking, even when they are using those abusive words, because of the way they are speaking English, you understand? Even when you will be Nigeria, when you hear the English, say you go check dictionary, say which English be this. But Naija on our English, you go carry pidgin enter, join us, say, be like say you don't dey craze for the, you just break it down. You know, go just see, and then when they will say you are not you that mean people like me that I try to cut my mouth small. They say I'm not that I'm acting up. You don't want to be blunt and real. when you see the real thing, you say it. It's not like we are not saying the real thing, but you try to bend your mouth because you are coming to talk about people. And we know say our Nigeria English, they very broken,
Yeah.
broken. You will is broken to the bare. You know how many people they use they do reaction, they talk pessimistic, they speak big English. But when you watch Oyibo reaction, you see they speaking, they bring their big grammar. They go react, give what they won't give, they waka go. People go give their opinion for there. Even this couple that they dragged recently that came to expose themselves, Nikki and Jamie, they were reaction all over this, all over. Even this big woman, what's it be her name? I can't remember her name now. There's one woman that has big number on YouTube. Yeah, she does reaction too. She reacted and she gave her point and she waka go. Oh, I am for the children. I don't care what Jamie and Nikki are doing. My concern is the children. She spoke. She said people gave their opinion and waka go. Why na Nigeria own be like poison? Even ordinary Kenya here, they do reaction for them every day. Some people they open their niche is those Kenya people and they are making their money, are cashing out big time and saying view. Why is it Nigeria own that we turn to problem every time? Why?
Can I say something, Boningo?
Yes,
Nigeria
oh,
on turning to
yes.
problem. I presume, we assume, we make a lot of assumptions into matters, and then we try to put words into people's minds so that they will start thinking otherwise. If you're coming to, hey guys, imagine a YouTuber is begging for money. What do you guys think about it? Is it wrong or right? You go. It's a different thing. Then when you now
Oyoyo,
come and say,
Oyoyo,
yeah,
I'm sorry to
let me
cut you
let me
in.
finish this so that you understand where I'm going. When you now come and say, imagine a YouTuber, you dress so fine. We saw you the other day, you were looking beautiful. You wear a very expensive wig and you're asking people for money. Do you know if the people you're asking if you're better than them? There are two different things. So as we are trying to react, is reaction is a niche. And I tell you, the American reactors are their own is bloody. But another thing we should be looking at, I made this reference 2 weeks ago on my live stream on a Saturday. I talked about Wendy Williams.
Their own is worse.
Wendy Williams, when Wendy was on top of her game, Wendy had no friend, and it's because of her reaction on Daylight Show. The way she was talking about people, somebody would say his reaction. She was talking about people to the point that some of them were going into depression. Now Wendy is down. Nobody is visiting except very few. For somebody of her caliber, where she has got into, that's what I'm saying. People should be careful. Be careful when you tread on people's personal problems or maybe personal problems also. If they have personal problems, they're down or they are vulnerable moment or their worst moment, be careful how you tread. Wendy Williams' case should be an example to everybody out there that is into media, whether social media, whether a television or whether newspaper or whatever the person is doing that is media. Let me give an example. How many shades will you say that Wendy threw on Black China, on Kim Kardashian, on Nicki Minaj, on Cardi B? There is no manner of shades.
Ooh, she was brutal on Black
I'm
China.
telling you. And these are the people that would have rallied around because it's her black community, right? They would have rallied around now that she's not feeling well and then make sure they pull her off that lifetime show that she's doing. The reason why they are doing the show is to continue to get money. That's why you put your vulnerable self into a show because that you're getting paid. But people could have rallied around her to donate money
Yeah.
for her well-being, but nobody's coming forward because of the way. Is it 50 Cent? This girl, oh my good, that was when I came to America newly. That was the first thing I heard was Wendy's show. If you go there, the kind of jabs this lady will throw. If you're not a strong person, you go home and start crying.
Yeah.
Was it when Kim Kardashian was changing husbands? What didn't Wendy say? So that's the way I'm looking
What,
at it.
didn't she shade all Nigerian women? She did now. She gave Nigerian women a big insult twice.
I'm telling you, she was brutal. So as you get older and grow in life, you start taking some kind of sensors about life itself. And then realizing that taking responsibilities for action is a way to go. Putting words or ideas into people's mind, all in the name that you want to create a contract and get traffic, is not the right thing to do. Be very constructive when you want to do your reaction. Be very, very objective about it. People are talking about this lady's personal life. There is a big conversation that Diana Ekuweme had last year when she was telling everybody overseas to run back to Nigeria, that Europe is going to see it hot. Nobody is even remembering that. That's a big conversation. Now it's Nigeria that is seeing it hot. Europe, they're not lacking in electricity or energy. But people don't remember those kind of conversations that will put Nigeria into the map. Nigeria is boiling. The country is hungry. This is not the time to start rubbing on people's personal problem. This is the time, if you have anything to say that will make Nigeria be thrown out there so that help could come to the country. Wigwe is being buried. Nigerians are tearing the daughter down. A girl that maybe she's even going through psychosis, being around there, them talking about her father, mother, and brother. They are talking about her not standing up to shake Mr. Vice President. What nonsense. To tell you how people are, they are very insensitive because of hunger. So people should try to channel their energy to these more significant things that will add value, not gossip. If you want to gossip, go and gossip with your best friend. You will laugh and have a very good time. And when you people are done, fine. Don't bring it to the public and then think, okay, you're not saying bad words. Sometimes we don't know what we say, how we say them. Somebody will come and say, I'm talking about you, Ledoche. Yes, I talk about you, Ledoche, and I try to constructively talk about them. I don't go into their personal problem telling you, yes, so Yule is zero down on, he can't even feed family, he cannot. No, I talk about the problem he created. If you're talking about a problem somebody out there is creating and looking for ways that problem should be solved or rather stopped, that is a different thing you're trying to channel attention to. I was talking with somebody about Yule Doche today, for example. He came and celebrated his wife. And I said, okay, if you don't want to celebrate me, I'm not asking you, you're not supposed to celebrate your ex. But how about your daughter? She's a woman. I wish my 13-year-old happy Women's Day. She's only 13. Her daughter is 19. But no, the one that was major for you was the Ijele wine. So I can come and start talking about not even to appreciate your own daughter, join with the jelly. No, those are constructive criticism. But when I come and start making it personal, it's because he cannot afford to pay the girl's school fees anymore. You don't know, say the guy know they give the girl money. It becomes gossip. It's no longer criticizing or trying to point out what is obvious.
And the thing is, I feel like when people want to do something, sometimes you have to either do a little bit of digging by maybe you reading other people's or watching other people's videos, trying to learn one or two things. Try to educate yourself a little bit on what you want to do. See how it is done. Gain some knowledge, because at the end of the day, there are people that specialize in these things. They study. Like journalists. They will talk, and it's a different way that they will analyze things and whatnot. What I see personally from when I watch, because for me, when I watch people's video, and I always say this, I just don't watch people's video because I want to look at how you're dressed, how you're this. Depending on the topic that is being discussed, that you're talking about, I will look at your mannerism, the movement of your mouth, your body language. I will try to see if everything is gelling, your environment, the place you're sitting, not because I want to judge you by it, but I want to see how you place your camera, just slight little things to put together. And if I'm watching a video of someone that I want to react on, I would like to watch more than one or two, three of your videos, okay, just to see your personality. The more, the little bit I can get. So I feel like people that do reaction should actually learn. And sometimes if you say certain things, people might not want to listen because it might be after all, waiting, we they do the same thing and they do the same thing. Waiting, you won't talk when I won't learn from. But
It's
at the
not
end
the
of the
same
day,
thing.
everybody can learn.
No, it's
When
not the
you're
same thing.
reacting on something, stay on topic, stay on track. And I feel go ahead. I thought you wanted to say something because I'm listening with
Oh,
the other device, so I'm kind of
okay. Yeah,
I
I
hear what
say
you
I
say
say
after a
it's
while.
not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Do you know it would have been better if they call, some of them should start calling their channel gist channel. So that we know they are coming there to do what? Gossip and gist. You understand? Gist and gossip channel. Nobody's going to blame them. You understand? Because the name suggests the channel. Before you click, you're coming there to listen to gossip. But reaction is not proper. What that thing you can't even categorically say is complete reaction they are doing these days. It's no longer complete reaction. It's not. If you really look at it, it's not. And another thing I will say here is that people should you're free to give your opinion. Nobody is telling you not to. Nobody's telling you do not give your opinion on anything you see on the street. After all, the person brought it on the street. But do not go there making it look as if you're trying to laugh at the person, as if you're trying to mock the person. And another thing I will say here is, if these women are truly women or family people, they should take off people's husbands from their lips. Nobody's husband should be mentioning all these things going on. Nobody. If you respect the husband, the one you call the crown on your head, also try and see how you can respect another person's husband. That is something that they should be getting into. I've seen people call people's husbands names. They are not right. They are not right. So, and it's not something others should emulate and say, after all, the other person did it. No. For the fact that A did it doesn't make it right. People's husbands should not be mentioned. If you have a personal beef with somebody, call the person out personally. Don't go and bring issues and join on that. Call the person out personally. But this one, Nigerian with our bitter mind, we will not just call the person out. We are calling dragging their husbands, dragging their children. These people did not in any way, form, or shape talk to you, spoke to you, or had anything to do with you. No. It's the lady that brought herself on YouTube as a creator that you're having beef with. Leave people's families out of this. But I guess I'm talking to what? Would they listen? No, unfortunately.
I don't tire.
Don't worry. If people are listening, the one thing with YouTube videos is people watch. Like, for example, even the people with big numbers that will pretend they don't watch, they still watch. Another thing I want to point out is double standardness. When someone is guilty of something, I feel like the person is not in a right place to speak about certain things. For example, it would have been okay if it was someone else that actually pointed out what Dyna came out and wrote that full write up. For example, I got to a line when I was reading that Dyna's post. I paused and I laughed. I paused and I laughed because exactly what Dyna mentioned on that particular line, that she was schooling someone else, is something that she had done several times.
Thank you. Oh, ah, Mele, you
And
see,
I
eh?
also feel like Dyna coming out, like I said, I would give my 2 cents on this, and that's what I'm going to do.
Mel, please, I'm sorry, before you continue your
Go
two
ahead, say what
cents,
you want to say, Buddy goes.
please. It's just unfortunate that my name has just been roped on this street as one of the people that they want to just, capitalize on. Let me leave it at that. Because yesterday when I watched, read what the Dyna said, the 2 points I made, I was like, Dyna, you that you are schooling on this now. You are not a saint. I didn't even go to the fact that someone else mentioned or who the Dyna was talking about. I didn't go into all that. I only read what the Dyna said and I reacted based on what Dyna said. And I said, this Dyna that is talking about this, you yourself, you are not a saint in this thing that you are coming to talk about. Don't come and act like a saint. Then Dyna was saying that they dragged her in the Nigerian community last year. Who dragged you? People who dragged Dyna were those people that did not agree with what she was saying about the West. The thing she was saying about the West is going to collapse. Don't go to America. Don't go here. They were the ones that were dragging Dinah online. I don't think anybody like me. I did not do any video to drag Dinah. I only said what Dinah was saying. That Dinah said, "Me could not go west. To west go scatter." Oh, see what they talk of Dinah. But Dinah was now putting herself in the position as if it was the people that were creating the thing. Oh, my sister, I best speak.
I
Wahala,
wanted to point out
ego
this thing.
went
It's because when I was
wahala.
reading through Dina, like I said, if it's a video somebody posts, as I'm watching your video, I will take down point. Say, wahala is okay. So when Dinah talked about how you and because at first Dinah was referring to Vicky's corner, and then she now went further to say you and your community, and then she also said you all are bringing down your fellow woman. And I sat back and I remembered those channels that Dinah shared, and because I feel like if I'm able to share your video, I will be able to send you a message if I feel like you've done a content and I think it's not too cool, and tell you to look, this thing is like this, like this, like this. So, and after I finish explaining to you, you will sit back, think about it, and you by yourself, you will know what to do with that particular content. But Dinah did not do that. So I feel like Dinah, you cannot come out and say another woman is pulling down another woman when you did even worse to other people that were not men. Those people were women also, and there are evidences on the streets. So I think Dinah also should also learn, because I like to read people's comments and go through and see what people are saying. And I think the whole fight, this fight actually is messy, it is nasty, and if they don't cut it off here, it's going to get somewhere else. And this is all because someone is asking for help. In fact, it is going to take away from the whole thing that the lady is trying to do. And I don't think it should have been that way.
Exactly
If
my
anybody
point.
needs correction, Dinah should start
Exactly.
by educating herself first and then go
Yes.
over. Because you first of all, you have to clean up yourself first before cleaning up someone else. I'm not saying that maybe Vicky did not say something in her own video that she shouldn't have said. For example, in Vicky's video, because I said, I'm not here to talk on one person's behalf. I'm here to talk what I saw them post and
Yeah.
what like Dinah posted in her community, and Vicky did a video. So that's what I'm judging from. Vicky talking
Mel,
and
Mel.
mentioning
If
Dinah's
you can,
husband also, I
if you
think
can
should
hear me,
not,
Mel.
she shouldn't have said that. Because
He-
if you ask me, there's a lot of
Hello,
stuff.
host.
Yeah.
If you can hear me, I love what you said. It's going to take from the whole essence of what Prudence is asking for by sharing that video. What would have been fair for Diana if she wants to be the almighty intervener here. She could have shared a Prudence of first content where she was making that plea, and then asked her followers, please, if you love Mama Diana like she calls herself, please, there is a link on the comment section of this video. kindly chip in £1, £10, £2 to support this lady. That's what I was expecting. And not, pouring more petrol on top of the fire that is already going on. By doing that, sharing Prudence video, asking her own team of followers to chip in $10, £10 or £5, Prudence would have been getting money on her PayPal account, no matter how little. Sharing the Vicky's video is to pour fuel to the same thing you want to damn quench. You're pouring kerosene on the same fire. Because what it means that people will now continue to talk about it back, forth, right, left, and center. And the whole essence of raising that funds, pleading for funds, asking people to help will now be diminished. And again, what it means after sharing that video, people will now start going back to watch Vicky's video, going back to understand what Vicky is saying, and then going to watch Prudence video. People might even go when life was easy for them. Say, why is this girl coming to ask for funds when they are living big life? And Prudence on her video, according to people, explain everything, that even in their house they don't have a table here, they don't have chair here, they don't have this. But people are not talking about those ones. People are talking about the things she's getting from those she's influencing for. That does not mean that all is well with her. But what I'm saying, sharing the right video, which is Prudence that needs help, would have generated a lot of help for Prudence rather than causing more controversy for the lady.
And you're right. And something else I want to add also, if Dinah thought that she was actually helping the prudent or standing up for a woman, she was not. If Dinah wanted to stand up for that prudent, that first sentence where she started with at Vicki and said yada yada yada, she shouldn't have put Nezeville. Instead, she should have tagged the other lady, the person that is asking for help. That is another way that people will know who that lady is. Because, for example, I just hear everybody saying prudent, prudent, prudent. I don't know who prudent is. I don't know what her full channel name is. So instead of Dinah to stay on track also, she actually went ahead and was making comparison. Two people cannot be the same. Nezeville, and I've seen a whole lot of these youth so-called people that call themselves big YouTubers giving example with the Nezeville and some other content creators, forgetting that these same people are talking about other people. So just because this person is talking about a celebrity does not mean the person that is talking about YouTuber is worse than that other person. They are both human. So Dinah really didn't help and made the issues worse, you know. And I just hope that the both of them will take a chill pill and just let this whole thing go. You know, when I mean, I say the both of them, Vicky's Corner and Dinah, will stop talking and just allow this lady to go on with what she's doing, because this is very important to her at the end of the day. And people that want to help her should help her. People that don't want to should not. But I hope that supporters of Dinah can also point out to Dinah that instead of tagging Nezeville, that is absolutely not related to this whole conversation, she should have tagged the lady, the Prudence lady, by according, because if you read that, she was correcting, so she should have said at Vicky Corner, this you're doing too, then tag the prudent, so people, because you don't know who has money that watches Dinah, and the person is maybe a philanthropist, the person loves giving, and the person might want to help. So by Dinah sharing that in our community, it's easy for that person to just click on it and get to the prudence channel and maybe super chat or use the PayPal information and send her something, and that will be a great help coming from Dinah also. So I think at the end of
Definitely.
the day, all of this thing is just all shade of wrong, and I hope they both stop
Yeah,
and
Mel,
just let this lady shine.
another thing I'll add to what you say, yeah. making comparison with Nezaville and Vicki are not doing the same thing. Okay, so I completely disagree. Nezaville, you can't call what she's doing as reaction. Nezaville is doing kind of a documentary, which is entirely different from what Vicky is doing. So using Nezaville to compare, Vicky should learn from Nezaville. Nezaville goes to people's biography, goes to people's well-being, their history. Vicky is not doing that. And Vicky is doing the story based on what the videos they are putting out. Let's have you go all the way to back to that person's history to dig information about the person and then come and talk about it and then seek for audience opinion. So that comparison is a no-no for me. They are not on doing the same niche. You cannot say it's the reaction that Nezaville is doing. No. And like you said, sharing Prudence link would have done a lot good than, and sharing her video would have done a lot good than posting Vicky's video. Posting Vicky's video does not help Prudence raise this money that she's looking for. It doesn't. Anyway, that is my 2 cents. If anybody has money to give, give. If I tell you guys a personal story, in the US here, when someone dies, let's say a member or a community member loses a family member, maybe a mother, father, brother, and all of those children, we have a WhatsApp group where they will share the information, and before they will say donate to so, and people will start donating. As a matter of fact, during the COVID, one guy that was very, very, very active in the community passed. The community raised
Wow.
over $80,000 for that person's funeral. Then um, another person passed.
Wow.
It became. Now, if a chicken should die in their place, they will come and be raising funds. If a fowl die, they'll be raising funds. So, and everybody contributes. But I have a husband who said no, that some of these things shouldn't be. My husband said, if you're a man and your mother, God being so kind, grant your mother 80 years, 90, and then the woman passes, and you're unable to go and bury your mother, you're looking for people to solicit funds, that you're not man enough. I saw a guy, my grandma, you they speak, oh. Me, I don't they contribute money for all these people. I want make they contribute for me too. Oh. My husband,
Madam.
that's what I said. My husband said that's around nonsense. So when my mother-in-law died, my mother-in-law died, my husband refused to put the thing out that they need contribution. That fight, we begin fight for house.
Yeah.
So, and I told my husband, but wait, oh,
Uh-uh.
why you could not put it out? They say what nonsense. My mother-in-law
After
died
you
at
don't
age.
contribute finish.
The woman died at age 106 months. 100 years and 6 months. So my husband said, if you no fit bury mama where God keep alive for that number of years, that means he's an
Wow.
efulefu is a
Wow.
hooligan. Do you understand? So I wasn't happy that my husband did not put it out there. I wasn't happy at all because Mel, I don't donate every day. I'm writing check every day. I'm writing check. Then it can't happen to us. The man of the house says it's not happening. It's okay, Mel. And again, this year
And
they
what is what
continued though. They've continued this thing. Everybody that chicken die
you
in
don't
their
see
place.
them
Let's
now?
say a relative die, they will
Yeah.
put in the place. And a brother, a sister. Usually is when you lose your husband, wife, mother, father. That's when the community contribute. But now they are bastardizing the whole thing. If relative died, they go put them there. Brother died, then they go put them there, and people are raising funds. The one that happened recently that a couple are fighting over the money raised. A couple fighting over the money. The man said it was because of me They donated for your mother's funeral. For that reason, I want part of the money. The woman said, no, it's my mother's funeral we are talking about. The couple, they're heading to mediation because of donation money. So people should be careful.
Wow.
People should be careful. I know it's free money that you're not paying tax on. It's free money, but at the same time, people should be careful. If you really have enough dignity, there are better ways of doing things. Prudence, if she wants to ask for funds, but I still say that coming to YouTube to ask for that fund is the wrongest place to come. Knowing fully where the Nigerian community is
True.
a very toxic one, and also people will always have opinion on how to what to say about somebody. The best way to ask for those structured kind of funding is to do a crowdfunding, which will be either through
Yeah.
pay account, or if you have collection of friends on a WhatsApp group, you can actually ask them. Not coming to ask people on social media and tons of YouTube and all of that is not a very good way to solicit for a structured fund raising. That's my opinion. So Mel, I'm going to leave
Thank you
you
very much,
and
sis.
I'll be
Thank
at
you. I
the
think network has
background,
dropped the
okay?
bunny good. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so sorry today. I don't know if it's network, but I'm using my headset from a different device to listen to here. So it's kind of that's why the talk is not blending because all of a sudden I can hear from the device I'm streaming from. Uh, that being said, thank you so very much, Oyoyo's World. Thank you so much for your input. Thank you, Bunny Girls, for your input. Also, thank you for coming in and explaining to us because, like I said, the prudent lady, I don't know, but Vicky's Corner and Dyna, I know them and I watch them. I mean, I know them on the streets of YouTube. I don't know. I've never seen them physically, but so when I saw this whole thing, I was like, let's come in and discuss this and give our own 2 cents also. And that we have done. Thank you, UK family. Thank you, Naga B Health. Who else came in here? And our silent watchers, I say thank you all. For joining us on today's conversation. I know people are going to watch the replay, but we're going to call it a day because it is 2 a.m. my time. Exactly 2 a.m. So I gotta go. But before I go, I want to say thank you also very much. God bless each and every one of you. And I hope that the word is enough for the wise. Do your video, do your content, be a reactor, be a gist channel, be a travel vlogger, be whatever content you want to put out there. But my advice is stay on track. Not that you have to take the advice, but I just feel like whatever topic is being discussed, stay on track and give your 2 cents if that's what it is. If it's a news you're trying to put out there, put the news out there and let it be. That being said, thank you also very much. God bless you. God bless you. As you all go to bed, I know some of us are already asleep. I pray that God will send his angels to be at the four corners of your home, guide and protect you and your families. If you have family members that are still out, I pray that God guide and protect them on the road. Welcome, treasure gist. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You never sleep. When they go sleep, that night they come. And for those of you in the US, I know you're still doing your thing. The hour is different. God guide and protect each and every one of you over there. Also, wherever you're located in the world, God guide and protect you. I pray for provision, long life, prosperity, God's blessings to each and every one of you. Those people that breathe in and breathe out, even though if you've ever stopped by my channel or pass by, I pray that God will guide, protect, bless you, prosper you, open doors for you. The prudent lady that we are discussing today, yes, I do not know who she is, never seen her, don't know what she looks like, but God, you see her heart and you know what her situation is. Father, King of glory, this is the time that you will show yourself mightily in the life of Prudent. And I know that you have always positioned people to help your children. And one of yours need help, and her name is Prudent. Father, you see her heart, I do not know, because sometimes human beings we cannot tell, but you know and you see. Whatever we as humans try to cover, we can never hide it all from you. So Father, King of glory, reach out and bless your child. So she and her husband, her family, they will have cause to thank you and give testimony. Father, King of glory, I know that you can do. Thank you, Lord, because I know that you have already done it for them. Things are happening right now in their lives, and they will testify the goodness of God. For those that are busy arguing about this topic, please, guys, let it rest. Okay, there is more important things to do. There are more important things to discuss. Have fun with a topic, discuss it, and but don't take it too serious. Don't take it too personal. Don't take it to heart because there's just too much in this world. Life is short. Like Oyoyo's word mentioned, the man that flew that day didn't know he was going to lose his life, his wife, and his son. So let's not take things too personal. Let's not fight. Let's not hold grudges for too long. If you argue, you have disagreement with someone, let it go. Don't sleep over beefs and let things escalate. That's all I have to say because my battery safe don't go. Treasure, you say happy International Women's Day. Yes, every day for me, the International Women's Day. Big happy International Women's Day to all the women because women too strong. The treasure juice never sleep. Attire, you me to shock me. All right, so my battery is 18%. I could keep praying and saying a whole lot, but I gotta go. I gotta go. So thank you also very much. See you all tomorrow. The lot of more gist. We're coming with you, Ledoche's gist tomorrow because you Ledoche matter the long. You need the end. So, with that being said, see you all. Thank you also very much. Thank you, Treasure Gist. Thank you, Yoyo as well. Thank you, Vanny Bills. Thank you, everyone that stopped by the channel today. God bless you all. Good night, and I will see you all tomorrow morning with a hot gist. Okay, let's go. I said tomorrow morning. It's already tomorrow morning because it's 2 a.m. Okay, so bye. Good night, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. God bless you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Good morning.